Thank the Lord. I'm thankful to be here today. I'm thankful to wake up. That I get to do this. God bless you all. I appreciate you all. None of this would be possible without the Lord. He makes this all possible. Bless you all. So be thankful for everything you do. This may be your last chance. This may be your last time to be thankful. Hello, Ghost Samurai. You're just in time. You're always on time. Everything is on God's time. It's on divine time. It's when you make that switch to gratitude. Woo. Quack, quack. It's when you make that switch to love. You're always on time. There is no rush. The only rush is to find God. To find what life's all about. Hello, teddy bear. That's my mom's ex-boyfriend's name. Well, because he looked like it. Has some polite baddies. The best time to awaken, to find what life's all about. It's right now. Your whole life has been coming to this moment. All the buildup of experiences, all the fun and joy, sadness, repent, regrets. Your whole life has been a buildup of experiences to bring you to this. Everything is synchronized. Nothing is happening in your life that is random. Every person you see, every live stream that you go on, every person you interact with God's always trying to get your attention. It could be a leaf. It could be something that catches your eye. And wow, how great that is. Every step you move, I like turtles. What a great name. Hello, Moses, Sparta, from Kenya. What a great place. This is the peak, male. I love you too, Kevin Jones. And we all should love. Doesn't matter what you call me. I'm still gonna love you. Doesn't matter what you think of me. I'm still gonna love you. Hello, Carol. Do you believe in a thing called love? Yeah. If you can actually tune into your heartbeat and follow the rhythm, you can become the feel of the rhythm. You can actually become the feel of your heartbeat. And you can become so immersed that you actually forget about thinking, and God will show you his face. God will show you his love. Your thinking is something abstract. Your thinking actually wants to feel. Okay? It wants to feel God. It wants to feel something. The very life that you are. You won't get there by thinking. You actually just want to exist. To feel the life that you are. The mind, it sometimes goes against you. That's in the worst scenario. Honda, I am on life. It's the greatest high of all time. Any high outside of you, you already have it inside of you. Because all the effects affect the inside. And you are already built for a communion with God. To the world. Hello, Chewy. every breath you take, yeah. Everything we do is possible just because of God. There's nothing else outside of that. This looks like a face. We're all trying to get back to this. It's the only thing there is. Everything is a subdiversion, or you could say distraction. Good job training those turtles. Well, we do have I Love Turtles in here. Your ancestors are solely disappointed. That's not the case. They probably are in amazement of what I'm doing. I found God. It's the greatest thing to accomplish. Hello, Cena AI. Hello from Germany. Hello, Will Scruton. Hello, Euphoria. Hello, Guru of If. What am I teaching today? I just want you to feel your life. The main topic is gratitude. We already went over it. But you should be in gratitude because everything's happening. Everything's happening for you. Everything is synchronized. No one's going against you. There is no resistance towards you. You create your own resistance. You set up your own barriers. You set up your own distance from God. But why do that when He's right here? Bro's got backed out. Well, I was born with an irregular heartbeat, so Ball Ghost Samurai, it's one of the best things to listen to. Thank you, Alberto. Hello, Lego. Doesn't matter if you're Muslim. This is for the love of God. You may have God as a different name, different word, but it's all the same feel, and it's all the same life. Okay? Doesn't matter who you are. And we're all in this together. This is a universal teaching, you could say. And these are it's just universal love. So let's not get caught up in division, a different race, ethnicity, location, because We can't create separation. This is the opposite of love, which is the grand teaching. It's universal. So we need to stop. We can still, identify people or whatnot, but we can't get caught up in this illusion that these people are really separate from us. We're all a part of life. We're all living life. Yeah, I'm just here. Euphoria. I'm glad you woke up today. I'm glad all you guys woke up today. Thank you for asking. Hello, Patricia. How are you? Japan, Derek. All your life that you've been living, I'm proud of you. Some people it's not that hard. We're always searching for something. We're always trying to get somewhere. And all your life experiences are built up to this moment. I don't know what's making you say that, Ghost Samurai. Thank you, Ellen Johnson. Thank you, YK. You feel like commenting? Sometimes just sit back and observe. That's all you really need to do to find God. And yeah, sometimes there's nothing to comment. Yeah. Nothing to say. Thank you, Ricky. The American Gypsy. That does look like a face. Yeah. Quack, quack. Yeah, that's a good one, you. It's important not to get attached to the day, because inevitably the night will come. You look rough for 30. That YM. I am trying to actually look rough. So thank you. And thank the Lord for that. Thank you all for living your life. But your mustache would look so sick with the twist on the tips. Like putting it upwards like this. Or still like downwards. I'm in amazement. Yeah. We all should be in bewilderment. It's our true curious nature. Curious George. Curious like a baby. Keep it playing on the side. Lego. And God, He's always playing right in front of you. I don't know how God would love Mountain Dew inside your temple. And then I'm going to scroll down. Well, the American Gypsy, we're all looking for God. Unknowingly, we're all looking for life. Simply, we want to feel life. And you want to escape your thinking mind. And you actually want to feel the very life you are. There's no experience outside of this. You think you do something. Why you do any activities ever in your life, whether it's drugs or sex, some of the most extreme ones or common ones, because you got to understand, you're trying to actually forget thinking and get so immense in the activity that you actually just feel your life. You actually stop thinking and then become what you really are. Thinking can change at any moment. You could think about a hot dog. Quack, quack. You could think about a bat. You could then think about an elephant. You immediately can change it. But your soul, this does not change. It's always an awareness of your thoughts. The reason why God is everywhere and everything is because he too is caught up in the activity. He's so immersed in it, like we try to be, that he actually is love. He's not thinking. He became everything simply because he got so lost in his activity. What is his activity? It's loving. Mountain Dew inside my temple. Well, if you were on an island and you were dying of thirst, you couldn't drink the ocean water. It's too salty, make you more thirsty. Hey, Willis. And God came down and he offered you a Mountain Dew. Are you not going to take it? Talk about meditation. As soon as you become aware of your daily life, the more you concentrate, the more you try to increase, then you're always meditating. Anyone who meditates, the goal is to find love, to find God. Believe nothing that you hear half of what you see. Hard to give gratitude for the fear. That existential fear. This whole thing's a meditation, by the way. It's what you define it. But as soon as you become aware of your life and you watch everything go on, you do this every day. That's why you can go back into when you were a baby, you were witnessing it all. You're individually witnessing it all through God's lens. God has eyes in everything, and he has his own lens through everything. So God is just the bigger lens. We are the smaller lens that is seeing. Existential fear, Dan Riffraff, is something created in the mind that is a false belief. It is outside of you. Even if you do believe in the fear or feel fear, the whole reason that you feel it is for you to actually conquer it, to realize you can get over it. Then there is no more fear. So fear is actually wants you to get over it. Hello, dancing feathers. It's not morning for me. I've been up for hours. I am drinking a Mountain Dew because my body is in a state. We already said, it's messed up. Quack, quack. That I need a surplus of sugar. Send you 1,000 right now to shave. Money doesn't dictate my life, Bob. And I would never do anything just for money. All right. Okay, enough with the Mountain Dew. It was a joke. Mountain Dew was the one that called me. It wasn't root beer. It wasn't Pepsi, sexy Pepsi. And it wasn't Cherokee Red. Okay? It was Mountain Dew. I did have an intuition of building kind of like a Cherokee, kind of like ginger beverage, and it would be good for you. This came to the idea through soda. Priests have known to get, well, that may be true, but that's not on my mind. While there should be action done about that, that's not being done on the surface. It's not on my mind. And God will handle all of that. And if it comes into view, then society and us as a civilization, we will be called to do what we have to do about that. Quack, quack. Don't let the fear come inside of you. Yeah. Thank you for your question, Dan Riffraff. It's such a lovely day. As soon as we accept love, we allow it, the love, then whatever situation that we may be struggling with, all that struggle drops, all the stress drops. We release that tension. And if we don't like our job or maybe some mistakes, God and your state of love, it will put you on better paths. Okay? As soon as you make every choice out of love, I didn't know Hebrew doesn't have any vowels. That's a Mountain Dew against your temple. God is the great light. Hello, outlaw. Education. Well, to feel this is the greatest education of all. You can still feel your life if you're an atheist, and then you might change your beliefs about God. All is welcome here. Is God outside of time? Time doesn't really exist. If you would just go outside and watch the moon, watch the stars, watch the sun, there is no clock. Time is a construct of the head. Time is eternal. Time itself doesn't exist. Seven sizzling. Yeah, I can. Well, once you start feeling the love inside of you, it's going to become more than money. There's a greater path. Money is temporarily. People are trying to buy into their next lives. God is forever. He is eternal. The only way to realize this, out of amazement, is when you become absolutely still. These are what the yogis are trying to do. Monasteries, even the priests, even the Buddhists, they're all trying to find God. They're all trying to become still, because then the mind becomes still when the body is still, and then you feel at one with everything. And this is an experience, but it goes on forever. It's always waiting for you to experience it. Again, you won't be able to get here logically. You can have the acknowledge and you can hear about it, sure. But actually feeling it, it's the deepest thing you'll ever feel. When we tap into love, everything is just love. It's the currency of the world. So we become what with everything. If we can just tap into it in ourselves, we feel the underlying currency of the world. That's what people refer to as God. Because again, it's all connected. It's got a little show going on. I'm sorry about your brother. That doesn't seem like it's a true story. But I didn't necessarily see Jesus. But I sure as hell felt him. Back at it, rambling on and on. Well, you don't have to be here. But you are here. And it's always on. I've been wanting to do this. Whether I'm speaking on, rambling, or whether I'm not on this live stream. Everything is always on. Life is always on. Even when you're sleeping. What kind of automobile does God drive? He drives everything. He's inside of everything. It's killing you, drugs. You're just obsessed with drugs. That's why you talk about them. Sorry that you think that. Sorry that you feel that. I can tell you a little piece of advice and what I think about you, but it's beyond what I think. Your mind is telling you something. It's just telling you something. And it's false, for one. And I could prove that, or it. Two, your mind is an illusion. And I can prove that right now. You could say I'm doing drugs. Or you could simply change it and say I'm not doing drugs. You could say I've never done drugs. You could say you're thinking about drugs. You could say the sky is blue. You can change whatever you think at any moment. That's why the thoughts can have no value. It's only what you value, which you put your precision to. Underneath all your thoughts is your soul. It's what's keeping you alive. And this is the same defined feeling that we feel. It's right there all the time. It's beyond the idea of it. It's been there since before you even came into this world. Some describe it, and we've all been there, as happiness, love, caring, be still and know that I am God. That's exactly right. Yeah, that's probably one of the best quotes of today. Can I have a Big Mac large Sprite? You can have anything you want. Do the animals in the ocean know that there's a universe? They can communicate with everything around them. It's just, the especially sea turtles, you can look this up. How do they migrate? Because they do migrate mainly for babies. Other reasons too. They probably migrate the most. Sea turtles. And they're filled with wisdom. They have knowledge. But how do they know which way to go? The world is communicating with them. Only human beings, though, can become conscious. That is why we are here. Of consciousness itself. This is the whole story of creation. Animals are they lack this. Although they're connected to the world, they are actually always in spirit. But they lack the ability, which is the greatest ability, to become conscious of itself. They still have the same life as us, and only a human being has this capability. Yeah. You could say it's the peak of life. As someone said yesterday, the Bible was rewritten many of times. It has multiple authors' input in it. And some of the info was disregarded. One being because it leaves you without answers. And I believe this was in there. Again, it doesn't matter what I believe, but I believe they took out a chapter of reincarnation. You can search this online and see other people's video about this. I know people don't like to hear this, but there's different ways of looking at reincarnation too. But I would just say this is a video that I seen yesterday. Yeah. God bless Pi. Yeah. If God was never real, God is real. It's the only thing that's real. It's the only thing to feel. Okay? And it's how all this is going on. I've asked myself, once you start loving life, if you just change everything to the choice of love, you're going to feel incredible. You're going to feel the Creator. And that's going to give you everything that was destined for you. But you have to open up to the love to allow all these blessings. But I come back, I'm yapping about the same things. All things come from the same thing. Only your mind has diversion. Even Lucifer himself came from God at one point. Yeah. That wasn't his original plans, though. Yeah. Everything really is the same thing. You just put categories on it and you label it. But without the labels, without the categories, then it's simply there. Yeah, I am the algorithm. A friend of mine believes fish are ghosts. I would have to hear more about that. But that's there is a spirit in there. There's life in there. Yeah. The internet isn't real. The internet is just trying to copy what the human mind can already do. It's what they do in heaven. It's called telepathy. For the internet was always here. I am the Lord. Yeah. What's above the firmament? Uh, th- there's nothing really above it. Okay. But because we're all experiencing the same reality, you just might see it through a different lens. You might see it through a different perspective. Whereas you create that label unknowingly or knowingly. That's what we're waking up to. Becoming conscious of how we view something. You do see it from different angles with your eyes. But you got to understand, there's nowhere really to go because we want to merge with God. Our whole reality is to contain ourselves in a container so we feel limited, and we always want to expand. We always want this expansion. We always want to feel everything. It's a part of the natural flow of life. And that's why God is everything. Believe it or not, he actually feels everything simultaneously. Okay, it's greater than the mind can even comprehend or capable. Its capability. But we want to merge with everything too. Life itself, people don't understand this part, it expands. That's why everybody wants to grow their muscles. The grass always wants to grow the tallest. Everything wants to grow. Hey, boss. Got the gloves on today. They say the heat is in the tools. You hear that one before? Yeah. God actually is heat. Yeah. What a beautiful world we live in. Meditation in your brain was there before the science, Snurf. But naturally, that's why we always want to learn something. We want to discover something. The final discovery is when the mind becomes still and we merge with God. The word is a vibration. We merge with the vibration. And then we just feel at one with everything. This is what we're always trying to do. Unknowingly. It's when you start to wonder about it and then make the effort about it. This is when you get there. This is when the chosen few will get there. Okay. It's the final destination. It feels the most calmest, content forever. No need for anything else. We are one with everything. Just a week ago, my friend dropped me off 30 miles. Sounds like a good lesson. Thinking about it is an enlightenment. It's getting you closer than everybody that isn't thinking about it. Everybody's just distracted. Merge with vibration. Everything is sound. You can go and look this up. I don't really care what you think. It is your choice to say what you want, think what you want. It's not mine. Radios have a frequency. That's how you hear it. You can't hear dog whistles for dogs because it's out of the frequency of the human can hear. The more still you are, the more basically that you'll feel. You'll hear other sounds people won't. You don't hear music. You actually feel it. Bass is not a sound. It's a it's a vibration. Yeah, and you can search seeing sound online. I mean, this is pretty simple in the science community. Uh, uh, Enlightenment has no thoughts. Yeah. Enlightenment is the thoughtless state. The only thing I learned was not to be nice to people anymore. Well, I don't know what turned you that, but you're going against life. We are all life. And that's just going to constrict your love, your vibration. Everything is vibrating anyway. You can go online and search atoms of a desk, and you'll see that even though it's very still, it's actually vibrating. You can go and look at the molecules, but you don't even need to know that about the molecules. It's hello, impulsive alien. We're all meditating right now. Well, again, yeah, not being nice to people is, I can tell you from personal experience, it's just going to close you up. It may sound the stupidest to you of Cayenne or K9. K9. Doesn't matter. But it's probably the most profound thing. It may be the realest thing. Love dies. Love is that everything that keeps it up. This whole world sustains on love. Only egotistical and artificial love dies. No, love is the feeling of the life you are. You could even take the love component out of it, but when you feel it, you're going to feel it. It's the most powerful feeling. It's the most immense feeling. But if we were to transcribe it to people do call it love. Okay? Some people call it happiness. And it's always there. Yeah. You can vibrate your pineal gland. Yeah. See. Thank you all for being here. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Mm-hmm. I love all you guys. I respect all your views. Hate is easy to talk into. Yeah, Timmy. That is true, Bean. God is the truth, and we are living it. What you speak is either true or it's a lie. Do you believe in gravity between individuals? Pi. That is just God in between us. God is also in the air. There is no escaping death. The spirit never dies. Even in science, they've already said nothing can be created or destroyed. It just changes form. So death, there is escaping death. It's feeling the life you live, which is then you emerge with the eternal life. It's just always there, ongoing, the beginning. You escape death when the thought is not in your mind. Can you tell us how you meditate? Talking about God. You gotta understand your body is a buildup of all your past experiences. So all of my life, I've always pretty much done what I wanted to do. Obviously, there were times I went against myself. But my reward for that is I didn't get stuck in the mind that much. So how I came to be, it's been my whole life. Okay. There are free techniques and there are paid techniques that I have, which they're not my techniques. They're given from God. Okay. I've always exercised. Why would I exercise? Why would I do something so randomly? Because at 13, I just did what made me feel the best. And from 13, I did a David Goggins. I was a little David Goggins before he was doing all that. All the way up to 21, 20 years old. I mean, I worked out almost every day. But that is using the breath. As someone said, breath is life. That there's many mechanisms to this. But simply I did what I wanted to do at such a young age. And I did what made me feel best. And that's why my mind is naturally calm, naturally at rest. Then you rest with the Lord. Even more so, the physicality of the body, it will not rest until it gets the adequate amount of movement. This is why some people's meditation, again, you're always in it, is actually they need to move their body. Someone who sat on their butt their whole life, their body's going to put them on edge. Their body's going to want to move. So sitting there and trying to do some technique, that may not be the best one for them. And in fact, it's probably not. So it's actually per individual. Yeah. I don't necessarily have to meditate anymore because simply I've became it. Yeah. And yeah. I really wasn't trying though. And I will say it's kind of hard. So I think I did say Timmy Kellett. I think that is true, Bean. Yeah. People are just distracted. The devil is just a distraction, you know? Ooh, look at these pretty little things. It's kind of like a baby. Ooh, look at this. It's all just childish. You were on strike, Kathleen? How, how does that work if you're in a retirement home? Are you striking at home? Yeah, you can't have fear, the feeling of fear, because the feeling of fear wants to get to love, and you can't have fear and love at the same time. You can't be sad and angry at the same time. You could be sad, and then you can be angry a second later. And you can only think about one thing at one time. But there's trillions of things to think about. But people get glued to one thought, and then that's the rest of their life. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I felt a little bit of a difference like a couple years ago. It's it's very subtle though, Jay West Bay. I think people talk about it like 2022, 2023. People talk about it more than they actually feel it. Yeah, but it's yeah. I am Hepaza HD. Um, yeah, but the ways that I meditate, it's pretty much everything I do. It's whatever calls you in the moment, and I try to always act out of love. I, and I do have the Kriyas, which make you feel at one, and they rest your mind. I do those. Timmy Kellett. Yeah, I pray every time I drink something. I pray while I'm on here. It's hard to pray. I can't use both of my hands. But this is the one-handed prayer. I pray for, I pray for the whole world. I have gratitude for everything I do. It's even if I don't have a prayer, I'm giving love in all different formats. I give bird seed to the birds. I show love to the dogs. Anybody that's welcome in my life. So while I may not be putting my hands together all the time, I'm giving love through this. Anybody that talks to me, I pray over the food. Yeah. And for anything I drink. Yeah. Do you pray, Timmy? That's a good question. Crucify the flesh, yeah. So you could say I do pray a lot. Yeah. I'm always thinking about humanity, their joy, their health. Someone in here earlier was, this guy's going to be talking about the same thing. We discuss everything. Some people say, he say the same thing. Well, that's not anybody in here that's been in here a couple times. We talk about different things all the time. Some of the questions are different. Some of them are the same. Just be happy. Smile at what you do. You are living in the moment. Don't take nothing serious. Don't let it aggravate you. God wants you to not be aggravated. Yeah. But I'm always thinking about, happiness of everybody, trying to guide them, their health, and for them to feel God, feel the very life they are. Yeah. So that's my prayer, How would you get back without a compass or map? It's called the North Star. The sky has its own directions. That's where a compass comes from. We have our own inner compass, which is intuition. And if I was meant to die, then I will meet God. Simply, it would happen, and I would die, just some dude. And the thing about hating phones, which is something we've never talked about really, phones come from the mind. They're neutral, more so positive. I've met some of the best people through the internet, through phones. Yeah. And they also cause people a lot of negativity. So, yeah. But I've met the best people through online, found the best info online. So, even though there may have been a million negative things, that one blessing, that one great person that I met, it cancels out all the negative things. I sinned by complaining the fire alarm went off in the middle of the night. That's absolutely crazy. Well, the poles do shift, Bean. That could be a cause of natural catastrophes. God said, fear not. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Pi. Yeah. Prayer can be used for multiple things. I do on the exclusive membership, which I just came out with. Really, a bunch of people joined it, and I didn't even have any videos up. But I go over one of the real meanings of prayer. Hello, Calados, Frank Bush. Can you thank God for a beer? Of course. He's the one who made it. He's the one who made the possibility possible. Timmy, you're always welcome here. Always welcome to comment. And I appreciate your questions. Some questions I can talk about for a really long time, but like, I don't want to spend forever on there. You know what I mean? Some answers are shorter. Sometimes there's no questions at all. As we said earlier. Prayer is conversation with God on all topics. Yeah. Yeah. We are alive. We are our soul's purpose, back to what I was saying a couple minutes ago, is to be right here, right now. It's not to be somewhere else. This is it right here. And this will take you to other purposes you need to do. What up, Soul Design? Prayer can be an act of bribing or extorting. Maybe it's been picturified. And some people do that. But that's not how the Lord works. You know, but the Lord does want you to ask, and ask and you shall receive. So it's about your intention of the prayer, though. Hello, Renee. Love you guys. I wish life would give me a miracle. Well, too legit to play. I'm sorry to hear that. The miracle is right on this live stream. The miracle is happening right outside your eyes. It's your life. You get to make this choice today. God bless you, too legit to play, if you're still here. Chewy, yeah, the more you realize everything was fabricated, it was for you to break the matrix. And the mind is just a collection of what you think you know and stuff you agree on. It's just old data in your head. Your mind is a machine. Yeah. It, it's a pattern. It likes to work in patterns. Again, because what we're ultimately trying to do is feel our existence. The mind cannot, it's not capable of doing this. It's just, yeah. When we leave the mind alone, or we learn to settle it down, which is what we're trying to always do, then we merge with life, and immediately we feel our soul, joy. It's for no reason. It's just the epitome of life. Yeah. Life is a feeling. It's not really an emotion. Yeah. Feeling your life is the peak of it. Simply not thinking about it. Yeah. There's no problems when you're not thinking. Yeah. There's no more division or diversion. Yeah. It's the best feeling in the world. Complete, utter satisfaction. Or satisfaction. Yeah. You can't possibly feel your life and hate it. It's just not possible. If you knew the feel of it and knew how to get there, because hate is just generated or created from the mind. It's false, basically. But we can all feel this. It's always here. Yeah. It's always on. So that's great statements, guys, and yeah. Again, you can't hate somebody or you can't resist anything. You just have to allow it. You can't have hate and feel the very life you are. You can't hate and love at the same time. It's not possible. Happy portal. What does that mean? I don't know what the portal means. Yeah, hate's just a quick judgment in the mind. It's not allowing things to be. People are, yeah, it's just judgments. You hate Bean. Thank you all for being here. Well, I guess Dingle 3000 got muted, so I'm not sure if you said something earlier, Renee. Are you saying that like you're sick, you have sick health? Oh, thank you, Dreamy Smokes Reviews. Yeah. When you go to hell, it's the loss of God. Yes. How many Christians really know who Jesus is? You know, it's one thing to have knowledge about him. It's different to imbibe the teachings in your life. Also, it's a whole different experience when you feel him within you. Make some chai for me. Euphoria. I love that name. I think I'm the one who gave you that name. But make some chai for two. Actually, make some chai for three. Make some for God too. Thank you, Dylan. Have a fantastic day. That is true, Frank Bush. Yeah. People are caught up about, oh, how's this gonna benefit me? What's gonna benefit you is doing something you think that's not. It's to get you outside of your mind. That's the greatest charity of all. Yeah. People are always me, me, me. Their self-perseverance, which is the reptile thinking, caveman-like mentality. All there is to spread peace and love. Anyone that spreads hate or negativity, they are simply unaware. I've seen MK in here. Forgot to say that. Yeah. But simply people that are evil and negative, they don't have empathy. They don't feel what it's causing in the world. They're unaware because the mind does not feel. We have to understand that. You think it feels because you create feelings, but there's a feel underneath that. Okay, it's the feel of life. And you can't feel your life again when you're stuck in your mind. That's where the negativity and the hate comes from. Yeah. So they're just unaware. They have no empathy. They simply don't feel. Plus, all moments and lives are now. That's very true, Pi. Yeah. Yeah, it's been like it's my favorite weather, Timmy. It's been like this for like weeks now. It did rain a couple days, but it's been my favorite weather. Think on good things that make you happy, yeah. And life is a miracle. So let's go. I look, Jesus and Bigfoot had a baby. Yeah, the I mind is evil. That's the devil is a representation. It's a physical representation of what a human can become. It's also exaggerated. Um, I believe in both Pi. I believe in both. Yeah. The the lizards might not be in the physical dimension. Yeah. But all negativity is pretty much the same entity, and it feeds off of other negativity. There may be greater degrees in intensity. Most humans are 50% good, 50% bad. Hence, this is where the fight comes in. So most average layman humans, that's why they're not completely evil. They don't just always follow their intuition. Yeah. Usually they get stuck in logic. The real evil people, you're not gonna see them. They're not gonna come in your life. It's very rare for that to happen. It's you more know about it and think about it than actually encountering it in your real life. Yeah. Reptile does refer to, yes, the lizard brain pie. There are different types of life forms, for sure. There, they may be in a different dimension, you could say. Yeah. Anything is possible, for sure. You want to give, but makes you a reptile sometimes. Yeah. Hash browns with ketchup. Well, you're gonna be ready to go through the day, Jeff West Bay. Hello, Jamal. See you, Chewy. God save souls. Yeah, today is the day. Yeah, I'm so thankful to be here with all you guys. I am hungry as hell. We're gonna ride this out though, with the grace of God, the grace of life. If you ever look at animals, if you ever look at the wildlife, they're so calm. We need to imitate that. I'm sorry, Renee, I hope you get better. Yeah, just so many comments. I can't expend on all of them. I'm glad you're here today though, Renee. God bless you. Keep choosing. Keep looking for solutions. And keep the spirits, keep them high. So high that whatever happens to you, you're going back with God. We're going there regardless. So if I can help you any other way, let me know. Yeah, and my morning's been getting better. Mornings when I feel the most alive, it's my favorite time. Right before the sun comes up. The day to me is the hardest. I feel like it's the hardest to get through the middle of the day. Yeah. But we're always alive, so. Thank you, Falcon. I appreciate that. I know you stepped in here last night. Oh, thanks. I mean, I have a little, probably something at the house. My body's so messed up, I could not be able to eat anything. And then 5 minutes later, I can eat something. Yeah, I can't eat when I want to. And some days I'll try to eat like 5, 10 things. Usually like a grape just to test it. But I usually spit out pieces of food like all the time. Yeah. Because I never know. I lost the actual feel of the whole body itself. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, Timmy, I can only eat little bits of food, so I take whatever's going to fill me up the best. Yeah. My email's in the description, Euphoria. I don't think I got an email. Yeah. If you sent it today, I haven't looked at my email yet in the last couple hours at least. So but thank you for that, Falcon. I appreciate all the love. Yeah, that's very true about the right eye and the moon. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, when the sun sets, you basically can see more in the dark. Multiple reasons for this, but your eyes aren't focusing on all the light, so you have more inclusion and perception, intuition. You should shave it off. You would look great. I'm not trying to look great. I think I do look great, contrary to belief. More importantly, I feel great. And only the Lord can bring this everlasting happiness. Intuition is God speaking to you. That is true, Timmy. I wish I didn't stay near a pond. I would love to hear the frogs. Ribbit. I appreciate everyone's commitment and for their comments. Thank you, Falcon. Makes me smile, and you're on the right path too. Yeah. He deserves anything, Timmy Cullett. So do you. Thanks for that. All the nice comments. But God is everything. There's nothing I want outside of that other than to help people. And if it's my time to go, then let me die. Let me be back with the Lord. Yeah, I know you came in at the butt end of the cigarette, Renee. Last night you came in at the right at the end. Yeah. Yeah, Falcon was in here last night. Yesterday there was a plethora of people. Yeah. The I feel guru. Yeah. What is God? It's the feel. What is love? It's the feel. We're always trying to feel. Thank you, YouTube, for taking out 1/3 of my pay or donations. I can't always eat. Yeah, like I physically can't. That happens to you, Timmy? Okay. Well, I guess I'm not the only one. But it has been happening to me for 9 years, to where my body was shaking inside like this. Hello, Ali. You only eat once a day? I don't know. Yeah, it depends on your level of activity. Yeah. I don't know if you work out or what your activity is like, Chewy. Yeah, a little at a time is all you can eat. Yeah, like, and for some reason, though I've been getting better health-wise, I've been eating like way less in like the last 2 weeks. It could be that shift that Jay West Bay was talking about. Finally kicking in. But yeah, I'm surprised that I've been getting better. You had a dog named Zeus? That's so crazy because my neighbor used to stay on the corner and their fence was like it was bent. Their dog was named Zeus. This dog was a monster. Like, it was just waiting for opportunity to hop over this fence. It was a really big dog. I figure we probably shouldn't eat when we want to. Yeah, you should eat when your body tells you. You look like a cool wizard. Everyone's been calling me wizard. Even someone had like a name called like the old wizard. It's like someone commented just yesterday. Don't eat Taco Bell. Well, the creation is always in communication with itself. That's how the leaves and the trees are growing. That's how the wind knows where to blow. Where salmon need to go upstream. It's just the innate calling inside of them. And it's the same thing inside of us. You like good, by the way. Thank you, Renee. Appreciate that. Yeah, the live last night was about 7 to like 8:30. Euphoria. He is love, joy. Yeah. Well, I usually only do one live, but God's just been. It's been like the only thing that I have the capability to do. I mean, obviously, I'm doing other things, but it's been the most like thing that's been calling me. Yeah. And like a year ago, or no, it's been like 2 years about I started going live. So before I never wanted to go live. I wanted to do something in real person, real, you know, events. And I will be. I'm gonna be, so. But yeah, I did do the God was calling me. I couldn't resist it. There was nothing else that I wanted to do. Yeah. I mean, that could be an interpretation of it, David. You do respect yourself and you do love yourself. You don't need to necessarily think about it. Again, it is your natural flow that is given off of you. But when you drink water and take care of any needs in the body, that is loving and respecting yourself. Yeah. Yeah, it depends on your activity level too, Renee. That the it increases how much food you can eat. Not with me though. Right now at least. Creator enables creation. I'm not I yeah, you're saying there's just one eternal creator? Okay. Thought from a clear soul. Yeah, we're gonna be getting out of here like in 15 minutes. So if there's any last words you want to say, you had a dog named Thor. Those are some great names, to be honest. Yeah, Zeus kind of has to be like a big dog. It's kind of like a big name. I don't see like a little ankle biter, a little chihuahua. I don't see it being named Zeus. I'm glad to hear you're getting better. Yeah, it's been a hell of 9 years, let me tell you. Sometimes you think it's not going to get better. Yeah. My body, it wasn't necessarily the thought. I felt that my body's energy or the feeling of life, it felt dead. It felt negative. I was about to die. Like, yeah. But you feel good when you're actually about to die, but not when your body's fighting for nutrients over a long period of time. I had a cat named Putty. Yeah, that's a pretty cool name. Shout out to Putty. I've never had a cat. Well, you can do that, icy cold ales. Hello, Kennedy. Yeah, I am very well rested. That's the thing. We can be at rest when we do anything. It's the best way to perform. Even when we have sex, even when you are doing something such as construction. You know, if we rest in everyday life, you're gonna feel great happiness. It takes a wise one to see that, Kennedy. Yeah. You know, like I said before you came in here, if we just look at nature, the trees are resting right behind me. If you ever look at any animal, even your dog or whatever animal you have, they're all resting. Okay? They might do a fly and do a little thing, but they're always coming back to the state of rest. Stress, though it's happening universally, we shouldn't be in stress. I understand it's happening, but it's not beneficial in any way. It's actually, it makes you feel bad and feel negative. We should be in a state of rest. God is a state of complete rest. That's why you have to be restful to invite him in your life. Thank you, Falcon. Yeah, back in high school, I went to this football game in California, Pennsylvania. I know it's weird. It's far away. And we got one of those fingers. I got one of those number one fingers, actually. And I had it for years after high school. I'm not really sure what the Watchman is, Renee. Yeah, you can't help others till you help yourself. This is why they end up expecting something, but you're not always gonna get what you expect from people. It's the change inside of them that changes them. Well, thanks for me allowing me to do that, Timmy Ketlet. Or Kellet. It's okay, Euphoria. I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom of the comments. Good rising, J Lamb. Yeah, walking is literally the best activity for the body. I want to read these. There's been so many good comments. Unfortunately, I can't read all of them. Yeah, I don't think no one's been to the Moo. Jeff Jeff West Bay. Yeah, I mean it's kind of obvious. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could understand Chewy though how people don't believe there's a God. I mean, you gotta actually believe it. Believe other people they don't believe it. Kind of funny. Yeah, but everyone's gonna have their own beliefs. Everyone's gonna have their own perspectives. Lego's a fan of the Matrix. He needs the number one. He needs the number one. The number one finger. The movie's a representation of real life. The neighborhood watch guy. Is that what she really means, Lego? Damn. I'm getting crucified in the comments. Like, some people have been calling me like wild stuff lately. Not the normal stuff. They're crucifying me with killing me with the jokes. Okay, God sends out the watchmen. Yeah. I think, Lego, you took that in a different way. Hello, Rick Jones. Yeah. We can vibe high all the time. Pie. You know, that is just an idea that you can't. You actually can. And you're always there aware of this. You're always there. That's where we're trying to get to. And yeah, it's we can always be there though, because we're always living this life, and we can always tap into the source. I'm not sure what a axeman is. Frank Bush. Okay. There you are again. Hello.
Hi.
Fairy tales are actually real. Gnomes are actually real. That's where they came from. Anything you can imagine. Well, the ability to even have the imagination makes it very real. Gnomes and fairies are very real. They may not be seen on this physical plane, but you've there's so many tales and so many stories about them because they come from a real place. Yeah. There's not a reason why people put front yards, and their front yards they put a gnome. In fact, I seen a gnome the other day, or 2 days ago, and might see it again. It actually looked like really beautiful. Maybe I'll grab it. But again, these gnomes, they you think people are making gnomes? Why would they do that? This is like a known thing too. West Side. Maybe West Side. Yeah, it's just kind of like I don't know. I just love to do this. So, yeah. In time and energy. Mom, you're gonna have to tell me more about the day your life was forever changed, Chewy. Yeah. Hello, Dimitri. You had a cat named Loki? Yeah, Kennedy. Thank you for being here. See ya, JLM. And thank you. Yeah, thank you again, Timmy. Yeah, I love that emoji of the cat out the box. That's a, and I love, the classic whale and the heart. That is Little Miss Sunshine with the heart. Can you take the trip to Argotha? They probably will accept visitors in the future. Sounds like Pap Smurf. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Starboy. Yeah. Bubba Yaga. Yeah, we're all living this together. Living our life for everyone. Truths that have no proof. The proof is right in front of your face. This is the only thing that's going on. And it's happening everywhere. Yeah. My nose, I don't. What's itchy? Everything is going on. You're just witnessing it. Creating reactions, not creating reactions in your head. Yeah, golems, yeah. Hello, Yoda. I've never actually watched The Matrix, so silly me. You know where my heart is, Lego? Yeah, it shouldn't be there. Well, don't serve it anymore, Lego. Serve where your love is. You know where it is. Hello, Kathleen. I smell basil. Have a nice one. Thank you, Renee. Well, you can always email me for now, Chewy. No, and if you can't explain it, hey, you can always comment it. Some things, can't be described. The feeling the feeling of life and God itself, it's really it can't be described. It's actual a feeling. So, but it can be described as overwhelmingly warm love, pure happiness. So, but those are just words. You simply want to experience this and feel this. Shambhala. Yeah. Well, someone I actually know that stayed in the Himalayan mountains actually went. I think he did say he went there. Yeah, but anyone's always welcome to talk to me. You're going to see me in real life next year. No, I'm in the United States. But next year we're going to see everyone. Everybody's getting a little punch of love, whether they like it or not. Everybody's going to see God. Numbers are something you believe in. I mean, numbers are symbols, which usually come from shapes. A lot of stuff just comes from shapes. The letters in our alphabet, even like the cash symbol, these are all symbols. The letters are symbols. No, but I'd like to go to Greenland. They have these amazing lighthouses. That's the moon out. They have these amazing uh, cliffs. Yeah, they have these amazing cliffs that like go right over the ocean, and it just seems so beautiful. Want to help you at the soup kitchen? Yeah, that came to me because I was making soup. Funny you said that. And I believe soup is one of the best foods in the world. In fact, it is. And yeah, I've never had that vision come to me before. I have to really get behind something. And holy basil, yeah. I think I'm from Vic. I don't know Vic. 33. That's how much YouTube takes out of all donations, 33%. My mom brought this up because I was telling her about this. I didn't really think about it. Yeah. Falcon, I forget where you stay, but there's a lot of people that come in here from Australia. It's the one guy, I can't remember his name. Two Sides or Yin and Yang. Lego knows. And I do think Greenland is one of those things where they experience 3 months of the sun always being up. And obviously the opposite. I would love to experience that. Yeah, how does the light shine there? Okay, I've never heard of that place, Timmy Cullet. Send your wishes my way. Wishes to Lego. May he extend all these materials. May he overcome the flesh. Give him a beautiful wife that he can bless with the holy water. And may he have a nice family. Amen to Lego. Yeah, and you didn't have to like buy. I see you like signed up for another membership. But I am, I guess, gonna try to upload videos to that. Okay, Philly. Yeah, we're in the same state. I'm I'm gonna be leaving though. I'm gonna be in a new place, and next year I'm telling you, I'm gonna be going everywhere. You're gonna physically see me. You're gonna be like, holy Yeah, the Northern Lights would be crazy. Mushroom soup sounds like a very excellent soup. I did actually throw some mushrooms in my soup, and yeah, it really gives that earthy, robust flavor. Yeah, I've never had a curry or type of stew but spices really they really make a soup. I guess the imprint of the flavoring, that's when spices really come into play. Yeah. No, I've never tried it. Never thought about it. Never even seen it. No, I just read your member chat. Okay, Victoria, Australia. Yeah, see, there's multiple people in here from us, Asasi. You kind of know when Australians talk anyway. No, this is how my friend talks. Dracula's Country. Yeah, we talked about vampires, the start of the other live, like 5 days ago, maybe even less. I don't know. But yeah, Romania is a very interesting place. I'll say that. May you also send to chat. Also, you're already working your way there, so there's nothing stopping you. I've never heard of Elise Springs, Australia. I, when I was younger, you got to understand how, I don't know how they do in other places, but in America, they don't really teach us about other places. But they don't teach us about Australia. No. Though, two things about Australia. I was always drawn to it. It seems like, whether it's a movie, there was one about like a lost dog. I think it was based in Australia. You might have seen this movie. But I was always drawn to Australia. I don't know nothing about it. And I did kind of like used to like kangaroos. But like in third grade, I swear it was like third grade, I had to do a research paper on an animal I picked. I picked the thorny devil. And those are from Australia, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I even drew it. You're a gypsy mushroom picking. That's awesome. Yeah, I I believe the one of the some of the best supplements are mushrooms. I'm highly behind mushrooms. Like, I stand for them, and I'm actually trying to get some lion's mane. Yeah, it does kind of look like the Aussies. Aussies. Hello from Morocco. In West Philadelphia, born and raised. You too, Timmy? I haven't got to the comments yet. Yeah, Morocco does have like some crazy dishes. I will say that. I don't know. They just do. Also, may she ascend the Chad? I guess so. When when you find a beautiful woman, she's gonna radiate from her soul. It's gonna outshine all the other women. That's the beauty you're looking for. That beauty, that beauty will come out in the woman. You will be attracted to her because of her heart. because of her soul. Yeah. When you really love a woman, you don't just love her for her physical looks. You will absolutely just love the woman just the way she looks, because her soul, it speaks to you. The sun is giving me a halo. Yeah. There's been a bunch of cats lately. Cats I've never seen. Hello, Ulf. If there's a sniper on the roof, then he can hit me. It's alright. Nettle soup. Yeah, there are pine trees all around me, and I've heard of nettle tea. I've never heard of nettle soup, but believe it or not, guess what my favorite tree is? Unless you're talking about stinging nettle, but my favorite tree is the pine tree. Yeah. Don't want to give it all away. But nettle soup sounds like ridiculous. Vampires are among us. Jersey Devil's a thing. Yeah. I think it is called a Jersey Devil too. Vampires are real. We talked about this the other day. It heals the body in so many ways. Yeah, I could go for a little curry soup, Renee. Might have to stop by. I'll just fly through the window like an angel. From a land called RuneScape. Oh yeah, I hated that place. I felt like that was the hardest place to play in that game. Yeah, we're always trying to be in balance and give kindness. Rise Nation. Yeah, yeah. The cats, there used to be cats running the alleys all the time, but like I haven't seen them forever. Yeah, which I mean, they run wild over here. Hello, Mr. Thunder 88. God loves you back. Youth. Elf. Bird is bird or beard. Bread. All right, guys. Well, a time has came again today. Chinese food. I don't know what happened. It's because I didn't notice them disappearing. I just haven't seen all these wild cats. Kind of like they disappeared. You didn't know, and the last couple of days, 2 cats came up to me. Never even seen these cats before. Hello, Soul Design. Samuel Levin. Well, we're getting some Chinese food. I hope you enjoy it. Bless that Chinese food. I mean, I know you're gonna want some more as soon as you're done with it. Stefan, Stevo. I am letting it go, as you can see. They're eating the poodles. God bless your cares, Kathleen. I'm definitely invited. Well, thank you. All right. Yeah, no, there used to be like an over swarm of cats. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, everyone in my neighborhood that I stay in currently, pretty much every neighbor has a dog. I mean, yeah, I am about to get out of here. I know some people stopped through, so God loves you all. I'm just a guide. We're all gods in our own way. And God is showing his face, showing you back to him in every leaf, every cat, in every animal, to bring you back to him. God bless you all. May you fulfill all your dreams. Be filled with happiness. And spread your joy for things you love to do. Yeah, I mean, hey, at least you got to stop in, Samuel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't get you in here earlier. It was, yeah. Don't eat this. Thank you, Ulf. Kathleen, Timmy, Pellet. It's a cozy fit, yeah. Also, the hair does keep you warm. I like it better than everything. Thank you, Samuel. Slices of pie. J. West Bay. Kind of rhymes. Got a jingle to it. That's kind of like a Philadelphia thing anyway, huh? Appreciate you, Renee. And see you, Falcon. I appreciate your sacredness. Chewy. Frank Bush, and Lego himself. The Lego blocks. Building reality. So smile and have happiness. Thank you all for being here. For being alive. May have been tough at times, but coming to new beginnings. Thank you, Sanctuary of Living Water.